Hi there, everybody, and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be showing you in some detail the project for the Boys Day Retreat, which is happening in Dunston, which is just off junction 13 of the M6 in Staffordshire in the UK. It's going to be Saturday, the 22nd of April 2023. And I do have a couple of places left because I can't count. If you want to know more about that or any of the other face-to-face retreats that we do throughout the year, then do check out my website, which is calsummers.co.uk/retreats. And do message me if you want to come along. Now, this particular day retreat I've called for the boys because I have looked at using more masculine style papers. Now, the one thing about this book I will say is that you can absolutely use any papers. I say this again and again. It's the papers that make the book what you want it for. So most books will work for any subject whatsoever. You could make this as a wedding book, you could make this as a child's birthday book. I just happen to have chosen for particularly more masculine papers for this project, which you can choose if you're coming along to the retreat, or there will be a limited number of kits available afterwards as well to purchase in the shop, as well as a class only tutorial. Now, if I just show you, I have used Mintay Papers for this retreat. This is Garage, which I know you all love, but what I've also got as options for the class are, let me just show you very quickly. I have got this version, which is called Nightfall, which is absolutely gorgeous purples. I mean, just you're not getting the benefit of the colours. I mean, they're just so rich. So, you know, kind of like nighttime. This is probably the most feminine masculine of them all, but it is a good one for wine lovers. So if you're into your wine, that might be a good option here as well. Just if you look on the ephemera, you can see there's a little bit of wine drinking going on there. Good day. Anyway, right. So there is Nightfall. Another option is this one called Country Fair, which I particularly liked, especially if you've got a gardener or somebody with an allotment. This would be absolutely the right set of papers to choose for them. You know, the ephemera pack here, as you can see where I'm coming from. We've got our sheds and we've got our kind of like market gardening stuff going on there. And then the fourth option is Woodland. So if you've got somebody who is very outdoorsy, this might be just the one for them. So this is all nice woodland images. And then the woodland die cuts, we've got animals and we've got foliage and flowers and such like. So those are our options. And then of course Garage as well, which is what I'm going to show you in my version. So let me just pop that out of the way and let's take a look at the book. Now, I made this while we were over in Columbus. I spent 2 days in the hotel making it, and it was absolutely wonderful because it's not often I get a chance to just sit and make without any distractions whatsoever. I'm usually thinking about the next thing that I've got to do. Well, I was stuck. There was nothing that I could do about where I was. I had nothing else to do. So I could just spend a couple of days just thoroughly enjoying myself. So this is a project that I am going to be forever grateful for. Now, it is a sort of a folio, but it's got a strange sort of binding going on, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. But if I just take you through the front, what we've got here, it is soft backed, and the cardstock that I used was much thicker than I would normally choose. I got it from Michael's. It's absolutely beautiful cardstock. Little bit of a weird size because, you know, British A4 and American A4 is somewhat different. It's also quite a lot thicker. It's about 240 GSM. But I love the feel that it actually gives this book. It makes it feel quite solid and strong, which you know, just means that it's going to be, you know, around forever, which I really kind of do like that. So the closure, I've used some faux suede here just to kind of like, you know, do a I don't know what you call it, a wraparound closure. And then the front cover, if I just show you here, what I've done is I've taken some of the cutter parts and I've done a bit of fussy cutting, and I've used some of the ephemera and I've layered that all up as my front page. And throughout the book as well, what I've done, you'll see all of these white splats. I got a bit mad with my Posca pen and just splatted everywhere. I enjoyed that. I'm not going to apologise for it. I like it. So if you open that up now, what you can see is I've used some of the images from the ephemera and some of the cutter parts again, just to add a little bit of interest. You can see my splats and how we attached that. So if I open it up now, what you can see here is I've got a little basic pocket. Now, all of the cutter parts that I've used here, they are all layered up just to add some interest. And then here what we've got is a photo mat. Now what I've done with my photo mats is I've cut pieces of pattern paper at different sizes, but you can substitute this with photos. You could put one piece of pattern paper, it's up to you. But here what I've done is I have layered up some of the images, and I've used eyelets and some of this faux leathery stuff to just add some interest there. So now we come on to the pages themselves. There's 3 pages in this book. Let me just try and put that back in. There's 3 pages in this book. 2 are the same, one's slightly different. And as you can see here, this binding is a little bit different from what we might usually use, but it feels so solid. I'm really pleased with the way that this turned out. Now, the first page and the third page are exactly the same. They've got these pockets here, and then we've got pull apart photo mat with the faux leather, and then this little cutter part here is layered up once again. So as I said, you've got this real 3D element to it, and you've got all of the splats. Now turn it over, and the backs of the pages are all different, but they're all done in the same way. And what we've got here are pockets with shaped over pockets, over lids, over, they go over and they're cut out. Now, when I'm cutting out, I want a reveal, my cardstock reveal all the way around, but that makes it really, really difficult when you want to put pattern paper on the back. But as you can see here, actually my pattern paper fits on beautifully, still with the reveal, and I'm going to show you how to do that in the tutorial and in class. If you did the sub box with me a year last February, you'll have seen this technique that I've used before, but it's a really good one, I think, and it allows you to have strange kind of like edges to your pocket flaps, or no, whatever they're called. Anyway, so here we've got a photo mat again that just fits into that pocket like that. This page, what we've got is kind of like an envelope that opens up, and we have got our cutting mat. We've got our photo mat here. Once again, as I said, I've taken bits of you know, pattern paper, and I've just added those in quite an interesting way. These images on these papers are just absolutely stunning. So you've got that, and then you've got this, which has been, you know, all layered up again. It's all very 3D. Open that up, and once again, we've got our shaped flap here. Open that up. As you can see, we've got the same on this side with the reveal, and then we've got our photo mat there as well, which just slips into our pocket there. The third and final page is the same as the front page. So we've got our photo mat, which pulls out with our faux suede leather on it as well, and our cutter part here, which I've layered up with some of the ephemera. Open that up, and then our last page once again is the shaped flap that goes over the top with the photo mat in the back there. And then finally our back page has got a layered up image here with our photo mat there. So I think we can do this in a day, because actually there's not that much decorating to do. You've just got to be patient. So that is our our garage version of our project when I record the class, because when I do face-to-face classes, I actually pre-record the classes. So those of you who are working really fast can get ahead of the game. Those of you who are slower can work along with me as I teach face-to-face. But there's basically an option for everybody, and it means that you know, you still got the class to work on you know, when you get home as well. So when I pre-record my classes, I'm going to use, I think, Country Fair, which is the gardener one, just to show you what that one will look like. I cannot promise that when you come to purchase a tutorial that I will have used all 4 versions, but definitely at least 2, and I will let you know when those are in the shop. So as I said, I've got a couple of spaces left if anybody wants to come along. We have the most amazing caterer who provides lunch and cake for us throughout the day, all handmade. It includes your full kit. It includes access to the shop, which we will take with us, your space for the day, and anything else that we get on doing. The only thing you have to bring is your adhesives and your tools. Everything else will be provided for you, and you get to spend some time with Mark. It's all good. Anyway, take care, guys. I'll see you all really, really soon, and have a great crafty time. Bye.